when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. All in when I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game of day one of Open Esports Students Games, right? So, once again, this is the South Asia qualifiers for the OXY 2024, and this is the final game of day one for our group stage. So, last game we saw a very convincing win and a very dominating, absolutely immaculate performance, right? We actually witnessed our first rampage for this event. It was a completely one-sided game, but they held on hope till the last moment that something might turn around, something might happen more. what more could they do? They were trying their best, right? So for now, the lobbies are created, have already been created, have already been moved. The players are ready, and we will be going to
The
the
green team's banning
draft phase,
someone
right?
now.
So Team Pakistan had an amazing game last time, and this time it's Team Pakistan who's picked the hoodwink. So once again, the Shadow Demon has been banned again this game, and Team Sri Lanka has actually banned Naga because it was such a nuisance
5
last game.
seconds
The
remaining.
Instead, the song, it was such a nuisance to deal with, right? So hoodwink, Team Pakistan has picked it up to show Team Sri Lanka how it's supposed to be played. And now Team Sri Lanka has picked Bharatrum. His recent innate has made it more of a team player, right? So for those of you who aren't familiar with the patch notes, right? So Spirit Breaker's innate got changed.
Dire team
It's
ban.
now herd mentality. So basically, your lowest level teammate gets a significant boost in XP whenever something happens. Okay, wait, here's the replay again. So we're looking at the replay right now, but I don't really think anything is happening.
5 seconds
okay,
remaining.
it's just playing
Dire
for
team
me.
pick.
I think there's some technical difficulties. Well, we're back. Never mind. That was just a small hiccup, right? So, nonetheless, it's Team Sri Lanka's turn to pick, and I think there's the position 4 to be picked. Maybe the Spirit Breaker is the position 4. We can never tell with these drafts. Like last game, we had completely unorthodox picks from both teams. Well, I mean, Team Pakistan's did make a lot of sense because Naga
5
Siren was
seconds
to
remaining.
played in the post 4 as well. It's quite common to see a Naga Siren post 4,
Radiant
so
team pick.
they were not doing something totally out of the ordinary. But again, Team Sri Lanka going with the unorthodox picks last game, but this time it looks more, how do I put this, a little more well-rounded maybe.
Radiant team pick.
Team Pakistan has picked the Invoker. Now, with the Invoker, it's always kind of iffy to assume that it's mid. In the past, it always used to be mid, but now, you know, it's played as a position 4 as well, so you can never tell what's going to happen. And the same thing with the SK, like it's typically played in the off lane, but we saw an SK mid in the previous set of games, series of games, right? So you can never tell if Sand King is the one who's going to go off lane and Invoker is the one who's going to play the support, right? So it's, let's see.
5
Well,
seconds
this is the
remaining.
second time seeing Invoker on the stage, and the first time was, well, disastrous. Let's say it was quite disastrous for the team that played it, right? So it's Team Sri Lanka's turn to pick, and I am guessing that it's a position for Bara, a Spirit Breaker, right? And for Dota 1 players know what I'm talking about. It's a position for Spirit Breaker and position 3, Wind Ranger. That is my guess for now. Well, talking about Team Pakistan, right? So they already have a Hoodwink who's probably going to be played as a 4. So Invoker is probably mid, but it's quite unorthodox to pick your mid hero so early in the draft. So
Dire team pick.
you can never tell with these things.
Beastmaster.
Well, there's the off lane for Team Sri Lanka. Well, maybe the mid, but it's off lane pretty much, I think. Beastmaster is such an amazing hero when picked into the right circumstances, right? But this game, they have a lot of, how do I put this, long range heroes, and Beastmaster
5 seconds
wants
remaining.
his dumps of liberation to be triggered when he's really close to the enemies so he can life steal through it. So I am not quite sure what the plan of Sri Lankan team is right now. They do have one more pick. They're taking the time, trying to figure out what is the best hero, and I think it's going to be a position 5 now for them. Well, a second phase position 5 is quite
Radiant
rare
team
actually,
pick.
so and Undying,
Radiant
okay,
team
this
banned.
looks like a position 4 to be honest, but what? An Alchemist. Okay, so once again, I'm completely stumped, guys. Like I have no idea where anyone is going, what roles anyone
That
is
dude's
playing,
banning
especially on the
someone
Sri
now.
Lankan team, right? I'm pretty sure the Beastmaster is offlane, but then I see the Bara as well. Then I see the Dirge, or well, Undying, right? So again, Dota 1 players know what I'm talking about. So there's the Undying, there's the Beastmaster, there's the Spirit Breaker, there's the Wind Ranger as well. I mean, all of these heroes could be the offlane, but I think Undying is more of a position foe. So I don't know. I'm not in a position to make predictions at this moment. Alchemist and Beastmaster are pretty similar heroes in that they tank a lot, they regen a lot, and they deal a lot of damage. Let's see if who does this role the better this game. Will it be Team Pakistan or will it be Team Sri Lanka with their execution? So Team Sri Lanka has banned Puck. So I do not think that they think of the Invoker as a mid hero, I guess. They have banned SF as well. Even I'm not sure if the Alchemist is a carry or is a support. I'm thinking it's a carry. And they banned the Necrophos for the mid. So, okay, so Team Pakistan have gone with Ember. So it's probably Ember mid or an Ember carry? Probably. Meepo, okay, a cheese pick coming out from Team Sri Lanka, but oh no, this is actually, well, the Meepo is a perfect cheese pick, right? The when you have very single targeted heroes and when you don't have wave clear, Meepo is an excellent hero to play. But Team Pakistan, they look actually really quite well equipped to battle a Meepo. I mean, you have the Hoodwink, who is happy to fire into a group of heroes, and you have the Invoker, who does not care if there's a group or if it's a single target. And same thing with Sand King, and same thing with the Alchemist, and same thing with the Ember. I mean, all five of these heroes are perfectly equipped to deal with a Meepo. I mean, Team Sri Lanka. I understand the Meepo is a cheese pick, but this just feels kind of weird. Well, it is just speculation at this point. So I do think it's the Meepo mid and the Beastmaster carry with the Undying, sorry, with the Wind Ranger in position 3, I guess. So that will make the Spirit Breaker position 4 and Undying position 5. I mean, like I said, it's just speculation at this point. So who knows what's going to happen with these very, very unorthodox and very unusual picks. So yeah, the game has begun, and like every game, I'm guessing both of them smoke up and try to take over the enemy's side of the jungle. Sorry, need to pee. Okay, makes sense. I mean, you did just have a 20-minute break, so well, like when nature calls, it calls. Well, really, it is stunning, isn't it? So I guess we're forced to wait while uh, he pees, I guess. The whole world waiting outside of your bathroom, waiting when you finish peeing. I mean, that has to be some sort of power trip right now. In the previous game, Team Pakistan won in a very, very convincing fashion, even managing to score a rampage on their TA. Now, let's see if they can follow it up with another one, or maybe Team Sri Lanka is now serious and will take this game more seriously. Lines being drawn here, pings being made out, but I think it's a little early, guys, for the pings just yet. So in the meantime, let's look at all the different heroes, right? So it's the Meepo with the standard build right now with just lots of stats, and the Spirit Breaker with lots of movement speed, I guess, with a boot, and the Beastmaster just a lot of stats again. I mean, this is what you get with the universal heroes, right? They just have a lot of stats early on. The damage just keeps on building. The same thing with Wind Ranger, right? It's a stat based. Everything is just so much stats, stats, stats. Now for Team Pakistan, okay, so they're back with their P session, right? So let's continue the game, I guess. Alchemist is going well. I'm really curious to see where the Alchemist goes, right? Both of them, wait, no, it's not both of them. Team Pakistan have smoked up, have taken the initiative to go forward. Yes, of course, our patience is rewarded. 9x. Okay, so the game does begin. Team Sri Lanka, bold strategy using no smoke and heading towards where Team Pakistan are smoking and heading right now. If only we could warn them that they're walking into a trap. Or is it a reverse trap that Team Sri Lanka was playing mind games? They do see them, right? But the tombstone is not available for the Undying. They're leaving him to die. Undying is dead. Well, Team Pakistan were probably not expecting that free of a kill. I was pretty sure that Team Sri Lanka, walking so confidently, had some sort of plan there, but it looks like just carelessness, I guess. Lines are being drawn where it's not lines, it's more of circles, but it is what it is. So scribbles being made all over the map and pings on the scribble. I have no idea what's going on right now, but looking at the graph at the 0 minute, I mean negative 0 minutes, right? Uh, Team Pakistan already have a lead. It is not looking good for Team Sri Lanka as of this point. It's already started. Well, it's more of a it's not just happenings, right? It's more of a general approach to the game. Whereas Team Pakistan were smoked up, they were ready to go. They were on the low ground. They were the ones scouted out at first, but Team Sri Lanka were just too slow to react, and Undying actually walked ahead despite their smoke being broken and despite them seeing them. So, it was only natural that they would get punished. Sanity getting in a deep ward. And three bounty runes going to the way of Team Pakistan. Again, Team Pakistan are already 1k goal ahead at the 0 minute mark. It's looking more and more dicey for them. So the Alchemist is the position 1 carry, with Invoker being the position 5 support, apparently. And we have the Hoodwink and the SK at the off lane, and the Meepo will be doing a mid Meepo, right? So Ember Spirit absolutely loves fighting against melee heroes during these early moments, right? So Ember Spirit will probably have a good game, but it's a double-edged sword, as you can understand, because Meepo loves fighting against melee heroes as well. So it will come down to who has the best execution as of this point. The Invoker does not have really any spells to work with in the early levels. The Beastmaster is going in pain. We have seen how dominating he was in the last game, right? He actually got a rampage, so he must have a pretty good high after that. So feeling pretty confident, squaring up against the Beastmaster early on. The Hoodwink does perform some cheeky play to secure the range creep, right? The Hoodwink is actually pretty confident. He's walking really in there, inside both of them heroes. Like he's sandwiching himself between them, and he walks out unscathed. The Ember doing wonders in mid-air. Like it's so hard for the Meepo to. Well, he's dead. Just like that. Archer, like absolutely just dominating it. The sanity on Invoker is about to get the Beastmaster, and Beastmaster does go down. The Bara forced to watch helplessly as he could do nothing to help it out. Some BM going to the Meepo, but he's the one dying. I do not understand what is going on in this man's head, but well, it's all fun and games for now. Top lane is the only one that's seeing no kills so far. And the tombstone finally comes out, and instant borrow strike from Sand King to escape. But K, he tries to take the tombstone out. It might cost him his life. He does. I mean, the SK had already pieced out, so it would only make sense that you would escape as well. But apparently, no, the Hoodwink thought that he was strong enough to actually take on the Tombstone by himself, surrounded by two heroes. But man, was he really bad at calculating the risks there? So the underdog, he is trying to come back after that first kill in the mid lane, but it's, like he's just increasing the number of meeples, so you're just increasing the number of sleight of fish that he can do. So it looks hello there. I mean, I was intently watching on the game there, but I appreciate the random shout outs. Again, producers, sir, I'm very attentive. I am watching the game. Please you don't want me to remind me that I'm being watched. So underdog already facing the same issues again, time and time again. It's the same strategy with Archer, right? It's the Ember Spirit, the hero. He just loves to poke and prod, and basically with more meeples, you're just giving him more space, more things to poke and prod at. So I do not think it's a wise strategy for now, but let's see how Meepo handles this. So one kill going towards the way of Team Sri Lanka as well. We saw it before, right? With the Hoodwink carelessly just walking in. But looks like the Hoodwink is more careful now. The Ember Archer is harassing the underdog, like really. And as his name says, he really is the underdog in the lane right now. Both, like, this is the fun part about Meepo, You get to take both the rooms. Like, we're such an... Archer is just dumbfounded at this. What just happened, right? The Invoker is squaring up against 9XS. Pain, he's doing an absolute amazing game right now for Pain as well. It's similar to the earlier game, right? He's just having a free lane at this point. The Bara, since he's a melee hero, cannot really harass them as much as he wants to, and the Looper, he is trying to harass them with the birds and the beasts, but I don't know if his micro is that good. I mean, the boars are just following him around. I mean, that's not what they're supposed to be used for, right? Middle lane, underdog is still being heavily pushed back by the Ember. Ember, he's just basically having a free lane at this point. I mean, already we can see the trend, right? The three cores of our team Pakistan is already on the top, followed by the three cores from Sri Lanka, and the two of their sports from team Pakistan are already way ahead of the two supports from Team Sri Lanka. And Sand King, he does walk in front. Tombstone is available, but he does not get to use it. Wind Ranger now left alone in the lane. Again, against two stunners, it's just so difficult to play against these stunning heroes, like you're just there and you get chain stun, you get brought down to half HP, and while one stun is finished, like the other is already almost ready to be used. So difficult for this Wind Ranger right now.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
Ember, he's actually diving the T2s. Bara, he does come in. Did think that he would use a slide to actually do something about it, but no, he actually goes on the offensive and he chases the Bara instead. The Bara, he is trying to juke it out. He does successfully juke it out. Ember, he just looks so confident right now. Another shackles, and I think he's just playing with him at this point. The Bara, he goes back to the top lane. Top lane looks like a big gank coming. The Undying dies again, but the charge is coming through on the Sand King. The Tombstone is already gone. Invoker is there as well, misses a tornado, but still they continue to chase. And the stun comes to the Bara. Cold Snap as well. He just can't escape. Too much slows, too many stuns. He can do nothing. Aku has to go back. Meepo has decided to start jungling a bit, I guess, and has taken a route in the top jungle. Now Looper is being left alone with the Alchemist, the uber-farmed Alchemist, and you can already see the game turning towards Team Pakistan. time and time again. It's only been 7 minutes, but the goal difference is already of 4,000. Invoker looking if he can do something more from this. They do see that they are being slowed by the Ghost Walk. Can they do something more from this? They do have an ops down, but they do not have a sentry there, so they do not see the Invoker. The Invoker is scouting for the Meepo. Bottom lane, they do try to go on the Alchemist. Wait, Underdog, you're being watched right now, man. The Ember, it's just so scary with the Ember around. You know, you can just... He looks really far away, but he can... There's three men that he's trying to move out, but he cannot. The full snap, the stun from the bushwhack, it's holding him back. Top lane again. Para does commit to a charge, but it gets cancelled by the border strike. The tombstone is there. The bushwhack misses, but they're going for the undying first. The tombstone second. They have enough heroes that they can take it down easy. It's easy to take down the tombstone when you have so many heroes by your side. Duper, he is the one having a pretty good game right now among all of his peers, but can he really contest the Alchemist that has reached level 6 already with his boars that keep following her around? I mean, the Ember is there, the stun from the Alch is there as well. He has no time to react. Get the roar out. No, he can't even get the roar out. Bara is there, but he's just late to the party just by a bit. And there's nothing Bara can do right now to take care of this Alchemist as well. Sanity and the Sasuke, they're right there trying to find if anyone comes to jungle. The Meepo has been pushed out from his outer jungle to the inner jungle as well. The lines are being drawn here. The top lane, it looks like they are trying to go on the Sand King. The charge has been used. They see him. The decay does miss. But the Meepo is there as well. EMP has been dropped. The epicenter was almost used, but it got cancelled by the shackle shot. And finally, the Bara is here. The tombstone is there as well. I mean, it's dead. The Sand King is dead. Instantly, Invoker, as soon as the tide starts shifting, he goes into Ghost Walk and tries to get out. The Archer does try to get into the fight, but it's not really worth it right now. He's looking towards the Meepo. The Meepo does get a net out, but it's the Ember you're talking about. The Ember does not give up. The Ember backline, the Bara is trying to do some things to their backlines, but the Sleight of Fist gets them. The Bara, they're still chasing the Invoker, but the Ember is here. Run away. The Ember, he's coming to get you all. The Undying, he's going to die again. I think the Roar has been used. The Ember, he's very low on mana. He has no more remnants remaining. He only has Sleight of Fist. Can he get out of this? No, he cannot. The Woodwink is in danger as well. It's very low life for Woodwink. It's safe to stay in the back and hit, but no, the Invoker is out of there. They're still chasing the Invoker, but they have detection there. They see him. Can they do something before the Invoker gets out of there? The power shot does connect. One more sentry planted. Did he just cancel his charge there? The Bara, he just cancelled his charge. He already had him charge on him. Yes, he did. He did cancel his charge. Meanwhile, Pain has been farming up a storm. He already almost has his Radiance ready. He is going to pick it up now, I think. So an 11-minute Radiance with a Boots and a Soul Ring for this massive Alchemist right now. I mean, I shudder to think what would happen if the Alchemist starts joining the fight as well. I mean, the Radiance is a farming item, so he's going to stay farming for a little while longer, but that time frame, that window for Team Sri Lanka is closing very fast, because once these heroes come online, it's very easy to take care of the Meepo, and as we can see, the carry is not really having that good of a game. The Wind Ranger is not having the game that she wanted to. The Ember is constantly pushing in the mid, right? They are already here. Invoker is caught up in the net. There is nothing he can do to escape. Sentries are being put out, but he's just too fast. They can't do anything to him. The Ember just going on, zipping in and out. The Beastmaster is there as well. They see him. Amplify damage room, use the boar. Finally does attack. But the Ember Spirit is low on mana and decides to stop chasing for now. Meanwhile, their carry, the Wind Ranger, has been farming up in the top lane. but it's getting harder and harder for the Wind Ranger to make any real impact as the game goes on. He's very close to getting his first major item, the Maelstrom, right? But even after the Maelstrom, that's the issue with the Wind Ranger, right? So Wind Ranger needs a lot of item to actually be useful. So Windsor needs some more farm, but they already have all of the areas there watered out. They are very close to their jungles, so it's getting even harder for the Pakistani team is choking out Team Sri Lanka even deeper and deeper into their own base. Team Sri Lanka hoping to make something happen here with the smoke, the two-man smoke, but they have absolutely no idea where the heroes of Team Pakistan are, so they end up just breaking the smoke. I mean, what was even the point of the smoke at this point? Nevertheless, Team Sri Lanka are still hanging on. The kills have almost tripled in the favor of Team Pakistan. K moving towards Apu with the help of Sand King as well. They are hoping to catch him. They do not have the vision. The Invoker, he does have the vision. They see the Ghost Walk being used instantly. He tries the Wind Run and get out of there, but it's magic, baby. Nothing you can do to stop it. The Invoker gets him. Does use the Shackle Shot, but no. The one hit from Invoker finishes off the kill. The TP from Undying does come in, but it's just too late, too little. Mid lane, they are going on the Ember Spirit. The Meepo has already caught the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. The Ember Spirit does get the slide out, but he had a remnant outside. So now the Invoker comes in, misses a tornado. It could have been catastrophic for them if they had the Invoker hit his tornado. Does get the EMP off, but in the back line, Sand King is in there. Does not commit to the epicenter, but does catch the Beastmaster. He is getting slowly. The Ice Wall missed. The final ultimate from Hoodwink finishes off the job. Bharatram in very low HP, walking with the Invis. Team Sri Lanka getting absolutely dismantled in this game 2 of this 2-game series. Even their own jungles are not safe at this point.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Invoker is lurking around, trying to find someone. They have found someone, and instantly Apu goes down. The Looper, he does try to help, but there's just no helping. Apu is ready with the roar. The charge was coming through, but as soon as they saw the Ember coming as well, they decided to back off. But well, they didn't actually back off. The Ice Wall is down as well. It hits, and there's a stun after another perfect arrow from Hoodwink.
Dire's bottom tower is
Hoodwink,
under attack.
he's there as well. All of them are smoked. The Alchemist is fearless. He's right up in their faces, farming their jungle. And the Team Sri Lanka can do nothing but watch. Pain is taunting as he goes near them. I'm pretty sure they see him here. But even though they see him, they can do absolutely nothing about it. They do have the high ground wards, right? But even if they... Meepo might be in trouble here. Now he sees the Ghost Walk animation. He tries to poof out, but no, the tornado. He does not even need to use anything except the meatball. What do you call the meatball? Oh yeah, the Chaos Meteor, right? I mean, I am an Invoker player, by the way, but you know, like I remember the Meteor more like WWE, right? So sorry, WEE. Instead, like that's what Meteor straight goes into my head, so I don't actually know the name. Another gang, like these gangs are just so common and so predictable at this moment. I mean, is there anything I even need to talk about right now? Bara does come in. The Tombstone has not been destroyed, but the mechanism from Sanity saves all of his teammates, him as well. The Tombstone goes down. There's absolutely nothing that Team Sri Lanka can do to face Team Pakistan at this point. It's an absolute dominating play by Team Pakistan. The courier does die to the tower. I mean, I would have been surprised if it was to a hero, but it was gone to a tower. And Hoodwink finally goes down with all of them. Does get a mean bushwhack. He might survive here. The Alchemist is actually running right behind him. And there's the Invoker with the Deafening Blast. The Hoodwink, it actually survives. How? They survive. I mean, I was so happy for the team Sri Lanka. Like they finally got a break. You know, they got a support. Actually, at least they got a support. But no, they didn't manage to actually even get that.
Bad dude's top is all nasty and brokey.
Man, it must really, really suck to be
Dire's
a
middle tower is under attack.
Sri Lankan fan right now watching this game. I mean, absolutely, absolutely smashed by the Pakistan team at this point. I mean, it's Archer who's doing most of the work right now, but it's not just Archer, it's the supports as well. The two combination of supports, the Invoker
Dire's top
and the
tower is under
Hoodwink, are enough alone
That bottom
to
tower
actually
you
take
bad
care of
dudes
some of the
have
cores of
quite
Team
anyway,
Sri
no
Lanka,
sweat.
and this is really, really a sad affair. The Alchemist is gone off, but are you sure the Alchemist is the hero that you want? I mean, this is a hero known to be real. Oh my god, did you just see the damage right there? Beastmaster does get caught off by the Ember, sorry, the Tornado from the Invoker, right? The Ember is still chasing, but it's slowed down by the Bear. The Sunstrike is there, but the Stun actually makes him miss the Sunstrike. But SK is there as well, wrapping around with the Yield Scepter. They lock him down, they kill him. Now, they are chasing him to the ends of the earth right now. The game is trying to high five Pain, but I'm quite not sure if you want to do that. I mean, Pain does have the capacity to dive into the tower right now. He almost got stunned by his own spell inside the tower, so a quick blink will save his life. Ember Spirit gets the regen rune. I bet he really loves having that rune right now. I mean, if I was a Ember Spirit and I got a regen rune, I would be so happy right now. The Sri Lanka does have the ward downs. I mean, they do have wards in the, how do I put this, the entrance to their side of the jungle. But the thing is, Team Pakistan
Dire's
have
middle tower is under
deep
attack.
wards within their jungle, so they are not actually leaving. The wards that Sri Lanka has planted is to see if anyone enters their side of the map, right? But
Everyone, go, now.
Team Pakistan are constantly inside their side of the map, so the wards have been rendered basically useless. They do catch the Hoodwink again, but there's the escape stun. The Tombstone has been used. Maybe they kill the Hoodwink this time. Yes, Meepo does come in and does kill the Hoodwink. SK might be in trouble as well, but the Invoker is there with the meatball. And enjoy your spaghetti and meatballs, boys, because it's the last meal you're gonna have for today. And once again, team wipe from Team Pakistan. Everyone just on a killing spree, on a good game well played has been given. And this was the end of Team Sri Lanka on day one. So, very dominating performance by Team Pakistan. Very consistent throughout the whole, both of these games. An absolutely immaculate performance during this series. So, all three teams that have won today have won their team in a perfect fashion with 2-0 scores, right? And if you look at this, Team Pakistan actually looks stronger in game 2 than they did in game 1. Team Sri Lanka must be beating themselves up right now. Think about how they fumbled the game, but even from the beginning, the game was pretty much set to go in the way of Team Pakistan. I mean, like I said, the Meepo was their cheese pick in the end, right? But the Meepo, all 5 of the heroes from Team Pakistan were very well equipped to deal with this Meepo on their own. So, of course, it's no surprise that the Meepo didn't really have a good game this game, right? And then we can see the Ember Spirit. Wow, just an amazing performance, even by Hazard, right? He had such an amazing game this game. He was running around with K and the Invoker, right? And they were just making pleas after pleas after pleas, and with eventual help from Ember, I mean, there was just no stopping this. Alchemist, if he didn't even exist in this game, they would still have done really good, Team Pakistan. But Alchemist was there as a late game insurance. If the game does go late, the Alchemist would be there to help carry his team, but it really didn't come to that point as well. And Alchemist could have just been in a jungle farming the whole game, but he did come in and he had 0 deaths, as we can see. But for Looper, right, he had 0 kills. Like it's the complete opposite for Team Pakistan and Team Sri Lanka right now. Whereas Team Pakistan, everyone had an amazing, amazing game this time. But Team Sri Lanka, everyone had a really, really bad time at this game. So this was the last game for today. We will. Most uh, influential player there. Hello again, it's me, it's your host, Guns and Aces. So we just finished our final game for the day and we are very, very ready to log out. But before we go, please, we would like you to check into our social media accounts so we could keep you informed on all of the other games and all of the match sheets that are going on, the results and everything. If you don't have the time to watch all of these games, we can watch the highlights there. So good night to every one of you, I guess. And yeah, it was an amazing Dota. We got to experience Rampage on the first day, and I couldn't be happier about that. Well, the Sri Lankans probably don't feel as happy as me, but you know, everyone enjoys a good Rampage. I mean, let's be honest, we're Dota players, we enjoy Rampage. So yeah, that's it for today. We will be back with you tomorrow, right? But before we go, I want to once again remind you that this is just the day one of our Open Students Championship, right? These are the qualifiers for South Asia for EVO 2024, and they are going. The main event will be in Russia. So the top 3 teams from this group stage will be moving on to. This is me, Guns and Aces, signing off. Good night.
For you